Even the police, they should not be allowed to carry the GPMG that will help because they are closer to the community. So, for example, in Kaduna, there's nothing wrong in having like 7 or 8 really robust response teams in some of these areas. So you calculate the distance that if something happens within Kajuru, Kajuma, whatever, all those areas, we should be able to have within 10 minutes, within 30 minutes, or as the case may be, depending on the topography.
Right.
So
and speaking about that,
I think that is one thing that I think we should do.
You know, right there in that report,
a kind of kidnapper where
we heard the respondents there saying that they carried out the operations. There was no security presence whatsoever. Yet, Kajuru Divisional Police Station is less than 1 kilometer away from that place, and they didn't show up. How do we then explain that?
The Kajuru Police Division, I think they must have given a response. It could be feeble. To say that the police will just run and hide when an attack is going on, I think that is not the practice. But the point I'm trying to make is that we must have a more robust, better ballistic protection for them, better vehicles for them, so that when such attacks are ongoing, they will be able to respond more confidently and more impactful in their response.
I understand that
the point I'm making, and I hope.
I understand we don't need to wash our dirty linen in public, go and talk about that response. You know, I get the point. But at this point, several suggestions are being proffered all around the country, one of which is they think that we should look into the organization of the policing architecture in this country. What do you think about whether or not there should be either reorganization in terms of state policing, local government policing, just restructure policing? Will that fly for you?
Let me tell you one thing. State police, local government police, university police, or policing is policing. But let me tell you one thing. The police that we have today, how equipped are they? In a police division of 200 personnel, you have, if the division is lucky, they have 3 serviceable vehicles. Whereas the standard is 2 officers to 1 vehicle. But here you have 200 officers struggling with 3 rickety vehicles, not fueled, properly fueled, every quarter allocation, maybe for the division, if they are lucky, every 3 months, 30,000 for maintenance, for fueling. How? So all those advocating for state police and all that, the police that you have, how equipped are they? When the
common sense,
mother is not healthy,
if the state
how can she give birth to a healthy baby? So if the Nigeria police that you have today is not equipped,
isn't it because
who is going to train? Which colleges are you going to use to
isn't
train
it largely? Isn't that largely because the federal government is responsible for funding the police, and occasionally the states, time and again try to assist, but they are saying, if that is reorganized and we have that responsibility, of course we will fund them.
Policing is beyond funding. Funding is critical, but there is a culture. There is a training that you need to give. Now, the people the state police are going to form, well, I am not an advocate today for state police because of my own experience as an officer who has served in various police commands, either as commissioner of police or all that. And I also read the Gobi report of 1968, those factors that led the provincial and the native authority police and others collapsing them to form the Nigeria police. Those factors are even more glaring today than they were when they were scrapped. For all I know, even if you are going to have a state police,
Senator Lugu, just 1 second. Can you share